Hello, future toppers. Welcome to a strict initiative of Civilsdaily to ensure consistency in your day-to-day preparation. And I welcome you to another session of most probable question for prelims 2021. And today I am covering questions from environment and ecology. And if you have not joined the stick initiative yet, you go to the description and join it. And also do not forget to join the Telegram group. So without much ado, let's start the questions. First question is on the global warming potential. Consider the following statement regarding global warming potential. It is a relative measure of how much heat a greenhouse gas traps in the atmosphere. So we know that how global warming is happening, like short wave radiation is coming on the earth, and when it is getting reflected back into the space, it is being absorbed by the greenhouse gases, and it will stay in our atmosphere and in turn warm the earth atmosphere. So that is basically is causing the global warming. And since there are too many of those greenhouse gases in the environment, so we have to study their global warming potential also. Not all gases are causing global warming, and some of them are causing more, some of them are causing less. So this is basically the measure of their effectiveness in causing global warming. So definitely it is a measure of heat trapped by the any gas. So first will be true. It is expressed as a factor of carbon dioxide. So have a comparison chart. We assume that carbon dioxide has 1 GWB, that be global warming potential, and in that way all other gases are compared to it. Suppose methane will have 27, then others will have SF6 will have thousands in the thousand. So here 1 and 2 will definitely be true. And here a high GWP correlates with low infrared absorption and a long atmospheric lifetime. So see, we need three things. First, a solar radiation, long wave radiation, infrared has to be absorbed, and that gas has to have a long time in the environment. If they are not staying in the long time in the environment, then their effect on the global warming will be less. So here, with low infrared absorption, a gas cannot be a global warming causing gas. So here your three statement will definitely will not be true, because a high GWP, global warming potential, means high absorption of infrared. So if you eliminate statement 3, you are reaching out to the answer 1 and 2, and we have seen that 1 and 2 are true. So that is one a approach I usually follow while answering the question, by using both my knowledge while reading the statement and choosing it correct or not, and also you try from the elimination that okay, if I eliminate a particular statement, whether I am reaching to the same answer. In that way your probability to commit mistake reduces very significantly. So you have 1 and 2 as an answer, and you can see also carbon dioxide will have 1 G global warming potential, methane will have 56, nitrous oxide 280, sulfur hexafluoride SF6 16,300. So general rule of thumb is that as the size of molecule increase, the global warming potential will increase, because their spectral location, the absorbing of wavelength, will be more closer to the infrared wavelength. The absorption, so the factors affecting in GWP, global warming potential, will be three: absorption, more warming, spectral location of absorbing wavelength that we discussed, atmospheric lifetime of that this gas species. So if they stay for the longer period in environment, then they will cause more. Say one example of this is the water vapor. It is one of the most potent global warming creating a species of greenhouse gases, but it does not stay in the environment for long. So overall effect on warming, overall effect of warming on of water vapor is insignificant. So moving on to the Next question on climate change again. Consider the following statement. While clean development mechanism works under the Kyoto Protocol, sustainable development mechanism to ensure implementation of SDG targets. So one can easily get confused that sustainable development mechanism is mechanism to ensure sustainable development targets. So that is not true. Earlier we know there was a clean development mechanism to ensure carbon credits emission of reduction of emission, where a developed country will implement a project in developing country and buy their carbon credits from there, so they can use in their own country, because the Kyoto Protocol places a binding target on developed country. So in that way, through a CDM mechanism, they will fulfill their target through a project in a developing country and take claim as a carbon credits in their own country. So first is not true. Now it has been replaced by the SDM, because CDM has a problem of double counting. It was used to be counted in both developed country and developing country also. Now sustainable development is trying to replace the CDM under the Paris Accord, so that the problem of double counting is avoided. Then second statement, while Kyoto Protocol ensured binding targets only for developed countries, Paris Accord makes no such distinctions. So we know that Kyoto Protocol made distinction between developed country and developing country. Developed country को कहा okay you have the fixed target, and developing country को कहा okay मन करे तो कर लो. Then it means developing countries had the option to either reduce their emission or not. And China, India, they were the big developing countries, and we are one of the largest contributor to the greenhouse gases. But we did not have any binding targets under Kyoto Protocol. But in Paris Accord, every country has to contribute in the mitigation of climate changes, and they can determine it through own ways, which is called INDC, intended nationally determined contributions. So it makes no such distinction of developed and developing in matter of emission reduction. But now there will be distinction between developed and developing in matter of technology, access, funding, and other matters. So first is not true here, and two will be true here only. And you can also see the comparison of all these three mechanisms that were there under the Kyoto Protocol. You had joint implementation when two developed country will implement a project in their own country. Then CDM, developed country, industrialized country will develop project in developing country. And then emission trading, the industrialized countries may buy and sell emission credit to fulfill their targets. Now all these will be replaced by the SDM to avoid the problems that we discussed. So consider question 3. Consider the following statement regarding United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification. It was formed on the recommendation of World Commission on Environment and Development. We know the World Commission on Environment and Development under Gro Harlem Brundtland was set up in 1983. And it was also called Brundtland Commission, and the report of that eventually led to Rio meet in 1992. But this UNCCD was not formed due to recommendation of this commission, but it was one of the outcome of Rio meet along with CBD, Convention of Biological Diversity, UNFCCC, this UNCCD along with Agenda 21 and Rio Principles. So all these were the result of the Rio meet in 1992. So first will not be true. It was the result of the Rio meet in 1992. It is the sole binding targets internationally agreement linking environment and development to ensure land management. The sole objective of UNCCD to arrest the increase of the desertification, and ensure sustainable land development, and it is aiming for land degradation neutrality by 2030. so that you will arrest the growth or arrest the outward flow of deserts, because lots of people are living nearby, millions of people, and if a spread of desertification directly threaten their livelihood and also health, and along with the health of the health of the planet. So, two will true. This has established global mechanism to assist countries for mobilization of financial resources to address land degradation and drought. Of course, the poor country like sub-Saharan African countries who has a large area in desert, and the desert is spreading due to human influences and cutting of trees and deforestation and other activities like climate change. So, this convention has established a mechanism in which they will assist the developing country, because developing country do not have that kind of financial resource, also neither the technology. So, it will help them to address their land degradation and drought problems. So, here 2 and 3 will be true. First is not true. So, question number 4, consider the following statement regarding GHG platform India. So, it is talking about a particular initiative called GHG platform. Let's read the statement. It is a joint initiative of Niti Aayog and Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate. This you have to remember that, okay, this platform is a civil society initiative to count the estimation and analysis of India greenhouse gas. It actually works independently to give an independent report apart from the government report. For this purpose, by government, India have Indian National Climate Change Network or Ministry of Environment and Forest and Climate Change. They are involved in giving India's official report of GHG to the Paris Accord, and also the mitigation and measures that have been taken. So, first will not be true because it is a civil society initiative. It will provide an estimation analysis of India's greenhouse gases emission across. That is true. It acts as an independent mechanism, and one can compare government report and civil society report to get an exact picture of how much India is emitting across the various key sectors. So, out of these two, only 2 will be true here. So, 2 is your answer. And you can see also from 2005 2013 it has given a report, and India's emission grew at consistently and 5.7%, 4% annually. And it also has given the contribution of different sectors. So, you can see energy sector in India has the highest share. AFLOU, that is related to agriculture, land use changes. So, that is also a big contributor. Then you have industry also in blue, that is also a significant contributor. Then you have waste generation and overall. So, you have it is giving an independent analysis of various sectors that is contributing to India greenhouse gas. Moving on to the last question, with reference to the project Predator, consider the following state. It is an initiative led by United Nations Environment Program. So, no, it is not true. It is an initiative of World Bank and Interpol and other similar organizations, because we know that wildlife trafficking is a major issue, and as per World Bank estimation, it is one of the most most 4 illegal trade that is happening in the world, that is generating revenue in the even above other kind of illegal activities, along with drug trafficking, human trafficking, and wildlife trafficking. They are coming into that range of top 4. So, now it is the duty of both World Bank, custom organizations across the world, along with the Interpol, to reduce the trafficking of wildlife, because it creates pressure on the wildlife species, and also which might drive them to the extinction. So, that's why both organization Interpol and World Bank have launched this project Predator, to cover the tiger range countries in Asia and Asian big cats, tiger and leopard and others, and other wildlife species, along with the coordination of law enforcement agency. Basically, it aims to reduce the wildlife trafficking. So first will not be true. It aims to enhance governance and law enforcement capacity for conservation of Asian big cats and other. That is true, because the Asian big cats like tiger, Asian like lion, Asiatic lion, and one horned rhino, we know all these are highly trafficked animals. They are killed for the trafficking to the developed country, and along with the Southeast Asia. So, and also these countries are one of the Asian countries, one of the highest source of biodiversity. The project has its focus on tiger range country. We have 13 tiger range country: India, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, Myanmar, China, Laos, Cambodia, and all these countries have range of tiger countries. Siberia, they have Siberian country. So including India. So we have 13 tiger range countries, and that are covered including India under this program. And World Bank and Interpol occasionally runs Operation Thunderbolt to arrest all those people involved in the trafficking of wildlife, and also recover the wildlife traffic material under this program. So you have one is not true, 2 and 3 only will be true here. And you can also see 2 and 3 will be true, or also you can see it is initiative from Interpol and World Bank, and 13 countries: Bangladesh, I was mentioning, Malaysia, Myanmar, Thailand, Vietnam, and Russia also. So it includes a major focus is also on the traffic, because tiger is one of the most trafficked animals for their tooth, their nails, skin, and as a trophy of head and other body parts. So here 2 and 3 will be true here. So I thank you for watching the today video, and please join Strict Initiative also for the daily videos and other relevant materials for the prelims preparation. Do not forget to join the Telegram group for the further discussion on these questions and topics. Thank you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update from Civilsdaily.